Do you have a brilliant startup idea? Visit our website at eapla.com to schedule a Blue Couch meeting and launch your startup journey today.
Everybody, welcome back to On the Cusp. I think, Matt, we're in our 13th season of On the Cusp. It's hard to believe when you're having this much fun, okay? You just don't know. But Matt's back with me. Great to have you.
Thank you, Dave.
And Matt, who are our guests for today?
And this is exciting. I've known this brand for a long time. New owners, Sarah and Ellyn McKinney of Lola Magazine. That's awesome.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
What is Lola?
Lola Magazine is a female-focused publication that is centered here in the North Louisiana corridor, and we talk all things female-focused content.
It's a lifestyle magazine, and we are content-driven, so it's not a pay-to-play magazine. You don't pay and then we publish your article or your ad. Well, you can pay for your ad, but we choose who we want in the magazine, and we target or focus on interesting content for women that will inspire them, inform them, motivate them to do something new or different in their life that they haven't done before, and just building a network of lovely women across the state.
So where do most of your stories come from? People nominate them to you, then you go out and do the interview? What's that process?
So glad you asked.
It's a little bit of everything. We have an editorial calendar that we put together every year. This is our first year, obviously, so we're still new in it. But we focus on seasonal things. But it's crazy because the stories of these incredible, remarkable women just come out of everywhere. So people will nominate people to write about. Women will come to us with stories that they have on their hearts. We focus a lot on the local female business industry in the North and Central Louisiana area. And it's really focused here at the heart of the city or in the heart of the state. In North and Central Louisiana, we have so much to talk about, and women's issues.
That is a true statement.
And women businesses
It's
are
cool.
great.
We've talked a lot about that, like, you know, women entrepreneurs are a very, like, special thing, and there's not near as many of them percentage-wise, but those stories, sometimes for, like, us, it's harder to find those stories, so I appreciate you guys, like, you know, finding it and highlighting them and helping us know more about what's going on.
I think the really cool thing about Lola, and we refer to her almost like she's a friend sitting with us.
I've already picked that up, okay.
The really great thing about her is the stories just come to us. So I love to shop. And I can be in a boutique and someone shopping next to me is talking about their life, their story, and we pick up on that. Met a young lady who crafts her own jewelry line just last weekend, and we've already connected with her, and she'll be joining us in a few weeks at an event. But it is just, it's remarkable women that we run into throughout the day.
Well, I always say we in North Louisiana, which is our focus, all right, are the hardest on ourselves. And we do not promote positive things that if we did, people would look at North Louisiana as a whole very different. We're hard on ourselves. We're hard on the city of Shreveport.
You're right.
And that doesn't help us. And the other thing is, we don't participate. I mean, when there are events in South Louisiana where the decision makers are there, we a lot of times don't go. I mean, you can't stop doing your business to attend everything. But if you don't go, you're not included in the discussion.
Right.
So true.
Which impacts us.
Yeah, and I love that. I mean, there's very few businesses that I can think of in our region that are really utilizing that I-20 corridor and really working with the cities that are, I mean, it's 2025. An hour and a half drive down the road is nothing. I mean, why are we not doing business together more?
Exactly.
Absolutely. We're stronger together than if we try to do it separately.
I've been lucky to have some clients where I'm doing more and you meet more people, and it's weird how many times
I sat next to one of your clients, didn't know it. I was sitting next to one of Matt's clients in Monroe, at a football game, at a ULM game.
That's crazy.
And we're sitting there and going,
Small
you know
world.
Matt?
Yeah.
If you can do a hard print publication that promotes Louisiana, and especially North Louisiana, I love your idea. Okay. Now, let's jump to the hard topic. Right now, everybody thinks, you know, you say content creation, they automatically grab their phone and go, "Where are you?" And everything's digital.
Right.
How is that market in the print business?
So I'll say this just as a marketing and PR, with the marketing and PR background, print is hard. People think that print is the dinosaur, and it has been around the longest. But we do have a digital presence. You have to have a digital presence in this day and age. In 2026, we're launching our monthly e-newsletters. So it will be an extension off of the page. And then our social presence is so important. There's only so much you can put in print every other month. It's when we publish. And so we do a lot on social and digital to support what is our brick and mortar, if you will, in the print piece. And we engage with our audience in that way, but we engage with our audience in the print piece as well. So we found a way to integrate the print with the digital side and meet people where they are. We serve an audience 18 to 85. And so
That's
you
tough.
can imagine the generational challenges there and differences, and we embrace them all. And that brings me back to part of our why. We really wanted, this is such a gift to our community, and the community being North and Central Louisiana, and then outside of that, in that we have the opportunity to print and publish something that is beautiful and share generational knowledge and stories, which is what makes us and our culture so rich. And we wanted this to live on, which is why we're here in the first place.
And I mean, maybe I'm getting old, but I definitely think with how busy, like, our generation has been, like, so taken over by our phones and everything digitally. I know I like to pick up something
Me too.
and sit and calmly look at it. You know, I still get a lot of magazines, you know, and you see the Garden and Guns and the big successful magazines in the world have these huge digital presences.
Right.
But I still think they're being carried by their print.
There's a space for this. There's a
There
reason
is.
why it existed and why it was successful before. And so we're learning the industry and really leaning on our audience to tell us what they're looking for.
It's coming back. I really think there was a wave. I had a magazine about 10 years ago, and like, it was really, really feeling like digital was just taking over. And then I'm seeing a huge wave back. This year, I always paid a lot of attention to like all the mailers over summer or over holidays. And like seeing the amount of money some of these companies are spending on their print mailers is increasing again. You can tell. I think that's encouraging.
The background there too is interesting. When everybody moves to digital, well, that leaves a space in the print, in the print space. And so that's where we come back. And I've had many conversations about how important print still is. And now that everybody's sending you marketing, e-newsletters, emails, that kind of thing, like, why don't our strategy go the other way and send them print?
The
Because
technology
it's
is also making print it lower cost and easier to do some of this print that I've found.
Now, can someone go in and subscribe to the magazine and you get your monthly?
So in 2026, we are relaunching our subscription model. It was something that we had really just gone on hiatus. There wasn't enough interest in it. And so that's a big push in 2026 for us, is to build that back up. There is still a network and a market of individuals who want this to come to their homes. They don't want to have to go look for it. And we do have a distribution list of over 400 locations across North and Central Louisiana.
Oh, wow. So you got 400 sites where you can actually walk in and buy one off the...
400. They're
You don't
free.
have to pay for them.
Oh, you don't?
They're
No.
free.
They're free.
They're free.
Wow, I'm glad we got to that point. Okay, talk to me about that. So it's free.
It is free. Advertising pays for the publication to be printed. So advertising is important to us. But the publication is free. It is beautiful. It's something that you will want to present on your coffee table and leave there for guests to look at. It flies off the shelves. The interesting part about that is we hand deliver those. Sarah, me, and my husband. And we've had other friends who have helped us as well. And they're distributed. We take them in stores. We take them in hospitals, in nail salons, boutiques.
This is something I'd
Coffee
like
houses.
to touch on also, and this is what sets us apart in the market all together. We care about the brand. We care about your brand as the business owner and as the advertiser. We care about the stories that we're telling. We hand deliver every single one of these publications every other month to 400 locations across North and Central Louisiana. We print this It's a very high quality magazine. It will last on your coffee table. It's something that people want to keep with them and share with others. And what I say with advertisers, especially, I'm working with a lot of small business owners, which I love. That's the heart of what I do. And so to go into a boutique or a hair salon or something like that, and to meet the business owner, the entrepreneur, the person who's doing the thing, and ask them, like, what made you go into this line of service or this industry? What do you love about it? Tell me about your customers and your patients, all of that kind of thing. And they get to share their heart with me about why they get up every day and do what they do. And then we take that and we craft a beautiful ad for them if they don't have one already. And we put it in there and we tell a story. So it's not just, a shiny ad in a beautiful magazine. We're telling your story. And that's what sets this apart. And when you hand deliver this many magazines to 400 locations, it's something that, like, I look back on it and I'm like, who do you think cares more about your brand?
Yeah.
I do. I do, and you do. And so we're partner with our advertisers in their marketing efforts.
Yeah.
Well, that builds a real relationship.
It does.
And that's what it's really about,
It
is
is.
relationships.
It is. It's a relationship-driven magazine. We want women to lift one another up and to network and connect. That's our hope with this. It's more than a magazine. It truly is a movement.
So as y'all have taken it over, what's the future of Lola? What is new? What can we look for new, or what does the next couple of years look like?
I'm glad you asked. So as I've said, 2026 is a big year for us. We took it over in 2025. It was really about us learning the industry and getting to know the community and the partners that we'd be working with. And so we've spent the last 6 months and 4 issues learning those things, cutting our teeth on it, and teaching ourselves the publication industry, which is unlike any other.
Yeah.
And then also integrating into the digital side of things, listening to our audience, that kind of thing. We have that information now. 2026 is a big year for us. We're launching our monthly e-newsletters, which will come to inboxes, and that will be basically an extension of the print piece. We will continue to print every other month, so 6 issues a year. And our social presence will expand as well. We are just starting to get into events and planning that kind of thing. What we found is that our audience craves connection. And so we are creating events for them, you know about this, to come together and celebrate different things. We're doing one, I guess, in the holiday season, Lola Night at Lumiere. And so we'll have...
When is that?
It will be December 16th.
Okay,
So I don't know. It will be December 16th, but it's not the only thing that we'll do. This is our
I
first...
promised myself that we just had them on an episode. And I promised myself I'm going out there this year.
You're invited.
Oh, well, thank you. Thank you, but I'll be crane hunting. I'll be crane hunting in West Texas that weekend.
Man.
So,
well, the good thing is everything that we do is intended for expansion. From a business model standpoint, we needed to expand out off of the page. So we really needed to make sure that we did our due diligence and made sure that this was standing and ready to go so that we can then launch from that point.
Cool.
And so everything that we do in 2026 is to stay true to our values in the print piece and make sure that it maintains its quality and really builds and expands from there, increase our digital presence, and then meet our audience where they are with geographic expansion as well, into East Texas, into South Arkansas, Southeast Oklahoma, and further south into Louisiana.
no, I love that because, I mean, we've got people from Tyler, Texas, opening stores in Bossier, okay? And what we've done is we've expanded our service area outside just Shreveport, Bossier because of that, because it's all about entrepreneurship for us.
Right.
I'll tell you, one of the challenges we always face is in economic development, most communities look at it like if it's not in my hometown, it doesn't count.
Right.
So they're constantly competing against each other, where if we looked at it more from the perspective of if Rayville gets a data center, that's great for all of us.
That's right.
All right? And that's what we have to do. And if you guys can help draw us together as a region, I think people would embrace that.
We always on this show, me and Dave always kind of go back and forth, kind of playing whether our area needs more jobs first, or more culture first?
Right.
And the true answer is both.
Right.
And I always make the argument.
Well, I think they're right in that middle ground right
Yeah.
there. You can talk about culture and you can talk about the region.
Well, they're important.
You're
because
important.
when you
You're
bring
important.
your jobs guy in, or
Yeah.
whatever, and he lives in Dallas, and he comes in, and he's taking his wife out to eat, and they're looking for houses, I hope he picks this up. She
Right.
picks this up and goes, "Wow, I can live here."
Yeah.
Right.
Because that's going to be the
I'll tell you what I'll
difference.
do the next time I go to SMU for the Dallas Angel Group meeting. Okay, I want
We'll give you a
20.
box.
Give me a box, and as I walk through the lobbies, I'll just put one out. Think about it.
We've done that.
You have.
We've done not at SMU,
We've
but when we
taken it
travel,
To Florida,
She goes with
Alabama,
us. Yeah.
Denver.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. I'm
That's
sure.
awesome.
Because I was just thinking, for me, you're hitting the sweet spot when somebody from Dallas, okay, you get a subscription from Dallas.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because there's all those people from Louisiana that left Louisiana that moved to Dallas because they needed a job. I get it. I understand. All right. But they're still from Louisiana.
Right, and a lot of them will come back home, but that's part of it. I mean, I've
Well,
heard-
we all do that. I left. We came back. I think if you can reach all of them and there's opportunities for them,
Definitely.
they will come back.
Right.
definitely
love
so.
it.
Cool. Y'all keep going. It's awesome.
Yes.
Any women entrepreneurs you know, send them to Dave.
Yeah.
If
And
you-
I'll do the same
we're looking
thing
for
when we
more.
start.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was thinking how many people have sat here with us, women entrepreneurs that have great stories, okay, that we owe to nominate them to you. And you go through your process because they might not be perfect the first time you look at them, but there might be something
Oh,
later
yeah.
on.
Absolutely so.
And that networking is so important. I mean, you know it in business in general. It's who you know and the relationships. And so just
I've got 3 right off the top of my head
Yeah.
that I want to pass on
Great.
to you.
do it.
Yeah, because they have great entrepreneurial stories to tell. Well, thank y'all so much.
Sure, thank you
for
for
this.
inviting
This has
us.
been
Thank
so
you.
much
It's been
fun.
Thanks for
fun.
having us.
All
Awesome.
right, thank you.
Enjoy the podcast? We would love your feedback about today's show and who you think should be our next guest. Send us an email at info@eapla.com. Also, be sure to share the show and leave a comment on our social media post.